Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy. Who is Hendo? And we back talking sports. So I wanted to talk about my Warriors. I haven't done I haven't done a stream about my Warriors in a while. Just because like I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about the same stuff. What we need to do, what we messed up on. What the young guys need to do, how we can help Curry get his fifth championship. I mean, it seemed like deja vu every time I do a show about it. Salute. So basically, the way we have drafted is the reason why we're going to be a lottery team when Steph Curry retires. CP3 is finna retire. He need to go sit somewhere down somewhere. But I believe that we will be a lottery team once Steph Curry retire. Why? Now the Warriors need a second star, bro. Not a second star. The Warriors need a young star to bridge the gap between Steph Curry and Jimmy. Laurie Marketing will be perfect for the Warriors. Absolutely perfect for the Warriors. Problem is, Danny Ainge ain't giving him up easily. And the bigger problem is they have not drafted the next franchise star. Haven't found him. Jonathan Kuminga is good, but he's not that. He's not that. So now Steph Curry getting into his later years. Exactly. And that's what this video is about. And because they did not draft a young star that was raw, you know what I'm saying, just a superstar, because they did not draft LaMelo Ball, which is who I wanted them to draft, look what happens. Because right now, if we had LaMelo Ball, we would be, even if we weren't winning, we would be able to know, okay, we got us a franchise star. We can build around him. I guarantee you LaMelo Ball will be playing a better brand of basketball because he has a better organization. I can say whatever I want about Steve Kerr. He better than any coach that LaMelo has ever played for. But no, we drafted James Wiseman. He's not even here. Now, was it James Wiseman or was it Steve Kerr? It had to be James Wiseman because look what has happened since he left. It's not like he went and became a star. But that was the wrong draft pick. We should have drafted the best player available, which was LaMelo Ball. That's fine. He could be injury prone. So is James Wiseman. It's not like that was a step up. It's not like that was a step up. We needed a franchise star. Because we did not do that, and then after that, we started winning a lot more games, we got lower picks. So we were not able to get a franchise star. Those guys are normally in a lottery picks. So, in my opinion, that's what the downfall of the Warriors was. You know, they could have drafted Hallie too. They could have drafted Hallie or Melo, whoever. What I do know, wait a minute, hold on. What I do know is that they didn't draft either of them. They drafted somebody. What's up, Alex? What's up, Seth? What I do know is that they drafted the wrong person. Whether it had been Hallie and Melo, they both would have been better options. Because we did not do that, we are in the position we are in now. And because Steve Kerr cannot develop players, we're in the position we are now. We don't have a franchise player. We're a mid team that does not have e- enough talent, or we don't have talent up to par. I did think Seth Curry looked good last night. Hopefully, DeAnthony Melton comes. But they need to make a trade. They need to trade these young guys. These young guys, it's pointless for them to be here, bro. None of them are franchise stars. It's pointless for them to be here, bro. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Like, it's really pointless for them to be here. Unless you're talking about keeping Moses Moody as a role player, it's pointless for you to keep all these young guys, bro. They didn't have ample enough time to develop. Steve Kerr is not going to be developing them. Buddy Hield can go too. They need to make trades at the deadline. Again, yes. This team is not good enough to do anything, bro. But maybe make it to the playoffs if things shake their way. But I doubt that. Maybe probably the play in. Yeah, Seth looked good. Seth looked good, but that's not nowhere near enough. Like Pajinski, Moody, I would keep Quentin Post, not gonna lie. But Pajinski, Moody, Kaminga, Will Richard is staying for sure. But Pajinski, Moody, listen, all of them. And if you got to trade Draymond, hey, it was a nice roll too. It's time for the next iteration of the Golden State Warriors, bro. Curry is getting older, and we not doing nothing but doing him a disservice, bro. Simple as that, bro. And like I said, it's just something that needs to be done, bro. I would keep Post and Will Richard, but I would trade everybody else. That includes Buddy Hield, Gary Payton, all of them. Buddy Hield, Gary Payton, Moses Moody, Brandon Pajinski, Jonathan Kaminga. I would trade every last one of them. You probably gonna keep Horford for the simple fact that he probably like you got him under contract, or you could trade him too. But bro, it's time to get like it's time to it's time to trade niggas, bro. I'm just keeping it real with you like that, bro. It's time to shift this whole thing. This is not going to work, bro. It's like we like 20 games in, bro. You see what this is. You see what this is. You need more size and younger players, bro. Like it's time. You need better young players. Let me preface that. Better young players, not just any young players. You see what like OKC got, how they got young players. You know what I'm saying? Got youth over there. You see how the Suns got a couple of youth pieces over there. You know what I'm saying? Certain different places. You see how the Rockets, they got better young players. That's what you need. You got mid players, bro. Players that's not be anything but a role player. Jonathan Kaminga has the highest upside of them. And that's a fringe all-star maybe. And this all comes back to the year Steph got hurt and y'all did not draft right. You drafted the wrong person. And look what happened. Because after that year, we won like 39, we won like 40 games or whatever. We had a winning record, so we didn't have a good draft pick. MPJ, I think, would be good for them. I ain't mad at MPJ. He's still relatively young. I ain't mad at that. They need something though. MPJ would probably be cool. MPJ is still young where he could, you know what I'm saying, be here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? He not super young. Like he been a champion. He been around the road and everything. MPJ like 27, 28 maybe. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. But it can't just be him that we getting. Michael Porter would be nice on the Magic. But if I'm being real, I would have Michael Porter Jr. on the Magic instead of Paolo, I bet you they'd be fire. If Michael Porter Jr. was on there instead of Paolo, I bet you they'd be more fire. The ball will pop more, catch and shoot. Um, Michael Porter Jr. is a way better shooter than Paolo. He may not be the defender and the rebounder that Paolo is, but he's same size. But yeah, that's what I got to say about the Warriors. Now, let me get to this Knicks Pistons shit, bro. Shout out my boy Gideon, but we finna get into it because you already know where I'm going with this one. Every time I get on Twitter, shout out to all the Knicks fans though, man. Shout out to All Ball Podcast. I love that Knicks podcast. But every time I get on, every time I get on Twitter, I'm seeing Nick parody pages or fan pages keep talking about us. I keep saying something about us. Oh yeah, y'all can't do shit on the road. I watched that whole game. Y'all built up a lead only for them to tear it down. I knew it was coming because Boston played too good of a defense. Even with this is the Timu version of the Boston Celtics, and they still have. That's why you know Joe Mazzulla is a really good coach. You see what Joe Mazzulla is doing. You know what I'm saying? They still play a good defense, bro. I told y'all Boston was a good team. People try, no, they ain't. They okay, all right, okay, bro. They a good team, bro. But every time I go on Twitter, I see Knick fans, you know what I'm saying, keep talking about us. Keep talking about what, you know what I'm saying, what we doing, who we ain't beat, who we ain't this, who we ain't beat, who we ain't this, who ain't that. January 5th, Knick fans, is going down. I'm just letting you know that. And I'm going to tell you this straight up. I watched that game from Boston. You don't want none of this. We live in the paint. We literally live in the paint, bro. You have no rim protection. Cat can't save you. Mitchell Robinson can't save you. And we might do what Joe Mazzulla did so y'all can get him out the game. Hacker Robinson. Hacker Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make them free throws, Mitch. No, I know. That's why I told you I fuck with you, Gideon. No, it ain't that. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying, disrespectful jump, but they just be, you know, y'all think y'all the best team in the East. And true. I get it though. Y'all supposed to think y'all the best team in the East. But according to them standings, I'm just saying, let's just say Detroit basketball. That's all I'm saying. And I love this. It brings me back to like the 90s, 2000s, the Pistons, Knicks. Like that's real 90s, 2000. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Knicks, they got back to glory last year. This year is our year. Yeah, that's why I said y'all don't have no rim protection. Y'all have no rim protection. Your defense, I'm going to be real, is bipolar. Y'all will lock in for a whole quarter. Like, Mikal, he be clamping. He the only one that consistently, like, plays, like, you know what I'm saying, great defense. Jalen Brunson was horrific. He was getting destroyed on every action, bro. But y'all will play really good defense for a half or a quarter. And then for the next quarter or 2 quarters, y'all would just be Swiss cheese, bro. Like, no lie. Jalen Brunson was trash. If Brunson show up and do what he do, y'all probably win that game. But it really was the defense, if I'm being real. Y'all don't have no defense, bro. I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, like he was not good. I think he went for like 6 for 21, but not even that. The defense was not good, bro. Like he was getting confused or he was getting beat on every action. Tyler Kolek was getting beat too. That's why they took him out, but he was good on offense. Um, but me just watching that game, like I ain't trying to be arrogant or nothing, but we live in the paint, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing y'all struggle with. You know what I'm saying? Keeping them off the boards, and that's what we do. That's what we do. So I'm warning y'all, Knicks fans. This is not the Pistons team from last year, bruh. I was trying to tell Knicks fans, I'm not listening. Y'all may beat us. I'm like, but what I am telling them is that this is not last year. They keep bringing up last year. This is not last year. The Jalen Duren you saw last year is not the Jalen Duren this year. The K you saw last year is not the K you're going to see this year. Neither does Sar Thompson. Ron Holland's gotten better. I believe that Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert have been better pickups than what we had last year. And we might be getting Dennis Schroeder back. And if we get Dennis Schroeder back, that would be a big help. That would be huge. Dennis Jenkins might not play as many minutes. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. My whole thing is